Samar Independent Baptist Bible School, its faculty and staff. Our beloved President, may I now present to you the 4 candidates for graduation. Father Rommel, Brother Rudy, Sister Madet, and Brother Julius.
In just a few moments, I'll be handing out, along with my wife, Pastor Londahl, Mrs. Londahl, your diplomas. But I'm going to take this time, just a moment here, to explain to all 4 of you how proud I am personally of you and how much of a transition you've made these last 4 years. For those of you who have not known these young people all these last 4 years, I remember a young man who was out looking for food in rice fields, riding a bicycle to preach the gospel in barangays. He wasn't qualified to come to Bible school because he did not complete high school. And I remember telling the other pastors, anybody who's going to ride a bicycle out to the barangays to preach the gospel is more than qualified to come to Bible school. We'll teach you the rest, amen. Remember a man who used to sell fish balls, do carpentry work when he had the chance. Thought he was too old to go to Bible school. I remember a young lady who was scared of her own shadow, who is now a very confident and outgoing young woman. I remember a very shy young man who showed up one day from some place called Santa Margarita, on the other side of the world. Who also was very timid and shy, who has become a very confident young man also. But you worked hard. You put up with a lot of things you did not understand. Sometimes we were testing you. Sometimes circumstances were testing you. Sometimes you wondered, why am I doing this? Sometimes we wondered why we were doing this. Today you're standing here about to graduate. When I hand you these diplomas in just a few minutes, you are no longer a student. You are no longer like everybody else either. For many years I served in the military in the United States Navy. And you make certain transitions in the military. When we graduate people from service academies, they go out to become junior officers in the armed forces of the United States. But you're setting out on a journey and a task that is far greater than any we undertook in the military. You're not going out with guns and missiles and planes. You're going out with the sword of the Lord. Amen. What you're about to do is going to require more sacrifice, more courage, more stamina, and more perseverance than anything I ever did in the military. You're going out essentially as young officers in the Lord's army. You have much to learn. This is just the foundation. We have taught you a lot from books. We have taught you some from practice. You will learn more in the years to come from other pastors and in your own work. Remember, this is the foundation. Take it. Learn from it. Use that to build on. For those of you who are around, we built the church building in Kagu. You remember where we started? By digging a hole in the ground and reaching down. In the last 4 years, you've had to reach down into yourselves to find the determination and the courage to continue on. Because I'm sure you thought, this crazy American's trying to kill me. This crazy American's trying to drive me crazy. Sometimes you were right. But you're standing here today. You've made it through. And I assure you that nothing that I put you through will in any way measure up to what you will face in the years to come in the Lord's service.
Amen.
But But I did know that if you couldn't make it through here, there was no way you could stand there. But you've proven that you can stand here in Bible school. Now we believe that you can stand outside on your own with the Lord at your side as you face the world. This is no easy thing you're about to undertake. It's the hardest thing you could ever do. You will, as was mentioned earlier, you will not get rich. You're very likely to get very poor. Okay? You think you're poor now as students, wait till you're a pastor. Okay? But I stood before my church in Arlington just a few months ago and said, it doesn't matter how much money we give up, houses or lands or anything else, there is no greater honor than to serve the Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Whatever He calls each and every one of you to, whatever that might be. And I have stood before admirals and military officers and been given military honors. Somewhere in a drawer there's some certificates that say I did a good job somewhere. That means nothing compared to when I'm standing in the pulpit in Coggy and the people look up and they see their pastor. They call me pastor. That is a title that far exceeds anything the military could ever give me. Young men, when that day comes, and I pray He does for all three of you, that is not a title you should take lightly. It should scare you to death. Every time you stand in a pulpit like this, if you're not afraid, it's time to get out of the business. Okay? Sister Matette, they'll never call you pastor. Okay? But you know what? I learned something here very early in Samara. Where's Brother Pagador? There he is. Sister Gina taught me this. You don't get to be the head, but you do get to be the neck that turns the head. And you turned into a rather formidable young lady. And I've made jokes that I hope that there's a very strong man that you find that someday wants to marry you. Because you know what you're about. I'm looking forward to seeing what God does with you in the future. I think He has great things in store for all of you, including you, Miss Matette. So, the other students here, all three of you young ladies and all four of you young men, if you survive me, you might be standing here someday. Pastor Igarag and the other pastors have mercy and love in their hearts. I have none. My job is to abuse students. No, I'm not going to abuse you. Unless the girls don't smile, then I will abuse you. We love you all very much. And I'm very, very proud. And I think I can safely speak for the other pastors and their wives and all the church members of all the churches. We're all very proud of you.
Yes.
Today we will have increased, nearly double the number of trained personnel going out to fight the battle here in Samara for the Lord Jesus Christ. There's very few of us out there. There'll be a lot more as of today. And we're looking forward to serving with you in the years to come.